What's going on, champ?
Oh, my cryptocurrency is taking in the stock market.
Aw, you mean that fictional money that a bunch of people said is real, but it'll probably end up not being real?
I mean, I don't know.
You're right. You don't know.
I just wanted to start a new money.
Right, but just saying something is worth something doesn't mean shit if the rest of the world doesn't believe it.
It was doing like really well. Then those piece of shit NFTs had to come around and ruin it.
Aw, come on. That's not nice. Yes, they are incredibly stupid and worthless. But if you say that about NFTs, you got to say it about Bitcoin and Dogecoin and Ethereum and that other stupid fucking dog one.
Shiba Inu.
Fucking whatever. The point is, while it may have been a good idea at the time, in the long run, it's just going to prove to be worthless. Just like your bitch mom.
Dad, are you going back to anger management?
Is your mom still seeing her tennis coach?
Cryptocurrency. Shut up about it already. What's going on, Empire? Stupid talking stupid on DVM Production Empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear. We're really stupid, so you don't have to.
Cool.
Yeah, you thought I was going to do the same sunglasses bit.
I prefer this.
It's a different
Damn
sunglasses
it.
bit. It's a different one. You can't get rid of me. I'm the champion of everything.
You got sunglassed.
Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, you gotta see. Oh my god.
Even better if I lined up. Shut up, Patrick. You dumb son of a bitch.
Yep.
I mean, hey, how you doing?
I mean, it's pretty good.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, I know. Let's talk about how awesome my birthday was that you didn't show up to. Yeah.
Now I've heard
Oh god.
that it was interesting.
It was interesting.
So here's the thing: we were off for a couple weeks because life is bullshit crazy, and also I had my mom in town for
I was gonna say
multiple
that
celebrations.
is not bullshit.
No,
How
but the
dare
week
you.
before was bullshit.
Yeah.
It was. We had so much to do.
Well, it was like that, and it was also like I think the day it wasn't gonna be Cinco de Mayo. Like, did you have to work?
No,
Oh, you didn't have to work Cinco de Mayo?
no, Cinco de Mayo itself. Like the party itself wasn't that crazy, but
Oh,
like we had a
really?
shit ton of like setup we had to do, and it was a whole
Right.
thing. Like the actual Cinco de Mayo day was like, eh. It turned out to be way less It was very underwhelming, but we
Oh
had a
my
lot
god,
of
I
shit.
kind of wish Gina's watching. I kind of wish she could come in on this because she saw the whole thing. Like, I wish we could get her a link, but I don't know what she's doing right now.
She can
Um,
call you on the phone, and
right, she can.
we will change this graphic.
To Gina calls in. Gina,
To,
if you want to call in, call my phone right now, and I'll pick up, and you'll be on the air. I don't know what she's doing. She might be driving or listening or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
watching the show. I don't know. Maybe she's driving.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what she's doing. She's probably admonishing her dog because that's what she does. At any rate,
so Patrick had himself a little birthday party.
it was a rousing. Oh, here she is. Hold on one second. Hi, Gina. You're on the air with Stupid's Talking Stupid.
Hi, team.
Hi, Gina. She can't hear me.
She can't hear me. Bear says hi.
Hi, Bear. So essentially what we had play-by-play was an instance of Clarendon making an appearance, and then a whole bottle of Jameson also making an appearance, and then Patrick made an appearance to the ER.
Yep.
Yay.
First off, they sent me to Mercy Hospital, which I'm pretty sure is attached to a dollar store. Mercy Hospital in Aurora. Like, yeah. I'm like, I've never said this sentence, but I'm like, I'm from Naperville. I go to Edwards.
I
walk out.
doctors.
As I'm walking out, I see people like on like stretchers in the hallway, and I'm like, why did I warrant a room? You know, like they're like, oh, we've seen him perform. Let's get him a room. Like I'm what's famous.
VIP
Yeah,
in a
no,
hospital full of disgraced veterinarians.
yeah, exactly. So everything's going great, and then Gina, you could just say what, like, all of a sudden, what happens?
Your peripheral vision was like still there, but your eyes weren't moving, and you became really quiet.
And that's when you know something's wrong.
Yeah. We kind of, and even Dave Melenda was like, Patrick's really quiet. Is he possibly drunk? And I was like, I think he's fine. And then I was like, Patrick, and you weren't talking or responding, but your eyes were open. That's when we started to get concerned. And then when it was time to leave the bar, we realized that your legs didn't work. And we basically, a group of 4 men had to play the role of Geppetto. And Patrick was our lead Pinocchio. And we had to carry him out of a bar.
Now, here's the thing.
Did you have to get carried down a flight of steps just to get out of the bar?
He's asking if I had to get carried down a flight of steps. Yes, I didn't have to. Basically, what happened, like, the next day I was there and I go, why didn't someone put me in one of these wheelie chairs and I mean, the primary people that go to Phoenix Club, there's a lot of old people. So we have a perfectly good ramp. You know? And I'm like,
yeah, there was not a lot of logic.
There's a lot of logic.
18 heads and 2 hands. One explanation was, I've been a lifeguard for 10 years. I know what I'm doing. And then to add insult to injury, Preston had been drinking and holding.
I heard he was being the fun police.
Yelling at everyone
Bear says,
on what to do.
Yeah, Bear says he heard he was being the fun police.
And Preston, as he was screaming at all of us not to take videos or pictures, holding a bouquet of flowers, he persisted on crying, and then just came over and like just face planted on my shoulder, crying and telling me that everyone was being so cruel to you. So yeah, when Nate showed up, you know, Preston's in a corner crying. Someone else was yelling at the whole group about being a lifeguard, and then, you know, we're just sitting there like, well, what do you want from us?
My God.
So it was awesome. But my favorite quote is when Patrick said, well, I was on allergy medicine. And our boy Jason was like, well, that allergy doesn't medicine make you have a BAC of like 0.34.
True. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I've had that before and walked out of places. It didn't help.
Did you get a personalized letter from Jameson? Thank you for your sponsorship and donation.
And then I'm doing a duo thing with Jameson and Clarendon. It's like, you want to have a lot of fun and remember nothing.
Have you heard of surf and turf? It's like that, but aggressive.
Have a good one. I gotta go. Thank you for letting me on the show. Bye, Bear. Bye, Bear.
Bye, Gina. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Way better than when Preston calls in.
Oh, way better.
Stupid. So I didn't hear that part about Preston. I heard he was being the fun police.
Yeah,
but so now he's just crying while holding a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah,
talking about how everyone's being mean to you. Does he not know? Like, does he not know who you are every day?
No, apparently not. Not drunk him.
Ugh.
There we go. And you know what? I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. But knowing me, like, I want to see footage. I want to know what I did.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I don't think for a million that anybody's going to post anything online and whatever. But drunk Preston is like, no photos. And I just, like I said, I really appreciate that and everything like that. So,
he'll be your publicist. You know, you're going to like an Oscar party, and you decide to get wasted after not eating, and then he'll be the one that jumps in front of the paparazzi, going, "No, don't do it."
That was the thing. I mean, we went to the buffet thing. We went to the brunch, and like I ate a good amount of the brunch, so that's why I was like, "What the hell?" And I didn't take my meds specifically because I knew I'd be drinking a bunch. But I sure remember, I think I was stuffy, and I'm like, I'll take my Claritin. Dude, don't do it.
So what's the skinny on Claritin for people
Claritin
who do
apparently
not know?
Multiplies what the alcohol does to you by the factor of 10.
So, for instance, if you take a Claritin and then an hour later at the bar,
drink a bottle of Jameson.
No, Patrick. This is probably one of your worst PSAs that you've ever done.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh,
Oh, you want to do the full?
yeah,
All right. You know what?
I'll do the whole thing. Hey, kids. People hate allergies, and people love whiskey. But sometimes you combine the two, and it turns out really, really, really bad. You end up at a subpar hospital, and your improv partner is tapping you on the chest, going, "Breathe, breathe, Patrick," which just creeps me out. I was there. I don't remember it, but I'm still creeped out. So don't take Claritin, Jameson. It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
I think honestly, that's our first real one. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
We finally have a round of advice. What'd you do to get this advice? Oh, Patrick almost killed himself by celebrating his birthday.
Well, and it's funny because, like, you know, people are like, "You were probably close to alcohol poisoning." I'm like, no, literally, they gave me an IV. Poo, quitter. They gave me an IV, and then I came out of it, and then I was like, "Okay, can I go? I'm ready to go."
Yeah.
You know,
Pretty thirsty. Pretty sure I left
yeah.
a couple
We had to go
soldiers on
back
the
to the
bar.
bar and get had to go back to the bar and get my car. So I went in to like apologize to Jason, the bartender, be like, "Sorry, man." You know, he's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "I don't know." Then I talked to my doctor the next day, and she was talking about it. She's like, because I thought it was a sugar thing, because I'm like, I've been taking meds to like be not because I was pre-diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
Or I was very close to it. And they said I was close enough that they wanted to put me on the meds. And then they were actually talking about taking me off. And so I said, well, something's not working. I don't know if I had, because what they told me was when I saw the video, my face looked like my sister does when she's having a diabetic, you know, when she bottoms out.
Okay.
So I was like, did that happen to me? Was it too high? Was it too low? Like, what was it? And I thought, I'm like, so I talked to the doctor. I go, I thought I was doing better. I might have had a diabetic event or something. I go, I was drinking. She's like, how much? I'm like, a good amount. You know, it was my birthday. And she's like, okay. And then we went through it. She's like, well, let's go backwards. And then she's like, were you on any medication? She's like, your meds are not to be, you know, really mixed with any kind of alcohol. And I said, no. I told him, I'm not going to do it. I'm not taking my meds today because we literally woke up and left the house. So I was like, there's not enough time to, you know. And then I go, the only thing I took was a Claritin. And she goes, oh.
I had not heard that there was a correlation between Claritin and getting roofied.
Right, yeah. So everyone was like, God, we thought you were roofied. I'm like, I was. I roofied me.
That's unbelievable that you managed to do that to yourself.
I know.
Happy birthday to yourself.
Right? But the good news is I'm going to do a do-over. So you can make this one.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're fine. I am going to establish
this time I'm taking Allegra.
Right? Then like sitting there that bug is like, you're fucked. But no, I think the next time, you know, like I said, yeah, the next time it's gonna be way. Yeah, thanks for the word. Yeah, because your mom goes out and get turnt, but she's like, hold on a second.
Yeah,
I gotta take my allergy med.
Hold on, I might have a glass and a half of this box wine.
Right.
Let's get turned up.
Let's get turned. But yeah. So I'm gonna do a do-over, but it's not gonna be obviously as bad.
How can you want to do a do-over when
because I wasn't there? I mean, I was there for it, but I wasn't there for it.
Ugh.
Like, it was a lot of fun. Like, you would have had a good time until, you know, it turned into an emergency. That's why I'm also, I mean, that's anything. But I'm also like instituting a new thing, and it's called it's a essentially it's like a birthday power of attorney. I'm gonna write down on Facebook from now on. If anything happens to me during the course of this birthday, like, you know, Gina Danino is in charge and she knows what to do. That was the problem. Part of the problem was like I've got many different groups of friends and they all want to help. But I also had people.
For the record, I wouldn't have helped.
No, you.
I would have filmed the entire thing.
I know you would have.
We would be showing it right now.
Right. But nonetheless, yeah, I had like, you know, like Drea's, you know, got medical background. My fucking my friend Kelly is she's like a neurophysiologist. and she's there, and I was like, why didn't you do anything? She's like,
Because the lifeguard was helping.
yeah. Well, she goes, honestly, if you were in any like real danger, I would have been like, okay, let's everybody move out of the way, blah blah blah. She's like, but you weren't. She's like,
The
however,
grown up is here. Get out of
right.
the way. Who is the lifeguard? Do I know the lifeguard?
Yeah,
Oh, put it in the private chat.
I will.
Because I want to know who's like, don't worry about it. I can handle this. I'm a lifeguard. I've been a lifeguard for 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
She was very helpful.
She means well.
She went to the hospital with me, and I really appreciate it.
And you're like, hey, you know what? Tell you what, if we go anywhere near a pool, you are on perimeter duty.
I do wish somebody would have been like, hold on, is there a ramp that we can? I mean, most buildings have them. Because
see, that's the problem. You were drinking with a pool guard, not a ramp guard.
True.
If there would have been a ramp guard there, they would be like, hey, there's a ramp right here. It's set up for most of the clientele that are in this building.
I skinned the crap out of my knee too, and that's been a problem.
It's like I almost died, and I skinned my knee, so It's been pretty bad.
But my dad was funny because I wake up and Preston's sitting there, my dad's sitting there, and they're like, "Oh, hello," and I'm like, "Oh my god, what happened?" I'm like, "Fuck,"
Yeah. Did no one tell you what happened when you were in the hospital?
Oh yeah, no, they started to tell me, but like they weren't, going through the whole thing. But like I said, I went back to like apologize to Jason and stuff. I went in, and my buddy Nate was sitting there, and and everything. And so there's this great photo of me, Nate, and Preston, and Jay. He's kind of like this, and I'm like holding up my wristband.
So you went back that night?
Well, I had to go to my car.
How did you sober up enough to drive your car?
I didn't. Preston drove it.
Okay. How did he? He was crying into a bouquet of flowers.
I think
talking about how everyone's being mean to
watching
you.
your friend go catatonic could be very sobering.
Ugh, whatever. I want you to know from the deepest part of my heart, I would have been laughing and making jokes while filming it the whole time.
I know.
Because I care so much.
Right. I think also you would have been like, hey, this chair has wheels.
Yeah. No one clocked the ramp over there. How about we just drag him?
Yeah.
Push him in a chair just to be fun.
Yeah.
Just because it's not called a wheelchair doesn't mean you can't wheel it.
It's not a wheelchair. Anyway.
That's what I'm saying. This chair has wheels. Well, it's not technically a wheelchair. You can still move them down that way.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, you have the added bonus of setting stuff up at the bottom of the ramp and pushing him. Let him go. Just see what happens.
Like bring the car up to the ramp.
What? What are you doing? What are you doing thinking?
I appreciate all the help. It was the execution that was off.
My only regret is that there's not 4K footage of it.
Yeah, there's not.
Is there security cameras?
I don't think so. I mean, I think there is, but I mean, it's an old club. Like it's not like, yeah, they're not really in the 21st century of. Like they've still got one of those old registers.
There's a small person in the corner with their head under a hood with a little flash powder. Poof, poof, poof.
I got you on camera.
I got 1 frame per minute.
But yeah, no, I'll bring you over there sometime. It's a lot of fun. It's a nice place. Drinks are $3. Yeah, but it's not 4K though.
Right. At this point, you just want it.
Yeah, well, maybe Gina will send it to you.
Give me that video. Have you seen the video?
I've seen some of it, yeah.
Okay. I want to see it.
Okay.
Anyway, Patrick, you want to start the show now?
Yeah, let's go. Because I got to be somewhere by 5:30.
Okay, well, we're going to speed run through some of these.
Yep.
You ever get distracted by cheese? Patrick?
Yeah, usually.
Okay. Because right now, Boris Johnson, who is the UK Prime Minister, he wants people to go back to work because they're going to get distracted by cheese at home. He says, my experience of working from home is you spend an awful lot of time making another cup of coffee and then, getting up, walking slowly to the fridge, hacking off a small piece of cheese, then walking slowly back to your laptop, and then forgetting what it was you're doing. I believe in the workplace environment. So basically what Boris Johnson is saying is that this is distracting.
I can see that.
Don't get distracted right now, Patrick.
I mean, look
Patrick,
at number 3. Oh
Patrick,
my God.
focus.
Sorry.
Focus.
Look at that cheese.
Don't. That's the one thing he said. And I specifically asked you not to. So here you are throwing this in my face.
Sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
There's been things that came out that everyone's saying that working from home, it's had no negative impact. It's been everything runs smooth still. Everyone's
Like,
fine.
now I'm being all fucking crazy about cheese.
Ugh. Okay, listen, Gino, we're gonna go back to this for a second. But as Patrick's drunken power of attorney, per that incident, it's up to you.
That's next year.
Next year, wow.
Yeah, that's next year, and it won't be Gina. It probably won't be Gina. I'm not sure. It probably won't be Gina.
It'll be me.
No, it won't be you either.
Yeah, it
won't be Preston.
We're gonna end up taping you to a statue somewhere in Delaware.
Well, let's just say it's not gonna fucking happen. Not since that one birthday at fucking Saddle have I been that bad. And as far as
I was gonna say there's I was hearing about the massive drinks that they have at this bar that you went to. Yeah. It sounds like every shot is the birthday shot.
Yeah, it really is. Ugh. It really is.
Oh, well, why would you choose to go there? It sounds amazing and terrifying at the same time.
It's because I didn't want people to have to spend a bunch of money, you know? Like,
that's fair. Everyone come and grab one drink.
Like, there was a moment where Karen, one of our bartenders, Karen, goes, she's like, she gets like a bunch of shots, and she goes, she's like, yeah, I get a Jameson shot, tequila, she's like a Jameson and Sprite, and then like she orders like 2 other things, and then the bartender, she goes, $14, and she goes, oh, I'm getting all these, and she goes, $14, and she goes, she just drops money. She's like, take it. She also had the line of the night, if you know, from what I've told, is as I'm being taken away in an ambulance, she looks at Gina and goes, it's not even 8:00.
Yeah, I got a couple of calls from Drea. I didn't answer it, but I did get those calls.
Did you get a ton of phone calls from Drea?
She told me about it the other day, and she's like, yeah, I tried calling you to tell you what was going on. I was like, just send me a text message. What the fuck? Like, I'm busy with a baby.
Yeah, well, send her a text message.
Speaking of people that are busy, a substitute teacher, the coolest substitute teacher you could possibly have, in Texas, was asked to leave early after busting out a session of karaoke during the lesson. I don't know if this was, they're just like, you know, we're talking about the fall of the Roman Empire. You know what? It's time to boogie.
Right.
It could have been in the lessons plan. We don't know. The teacher just decided to bust out the jams.
Wow.
Can you hear these sweet jams? With a full-on light show. Oh, this teacher. Patrick, I'm learning right now. What are you learning right now, Patrick?
I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic?
That their teacher is quite possibly gay.
You don't know that for sure though.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but when you choose Britney,
because it's a smash hit.
I always thought it was with the taste of your lips like marble rye. And now you'll always hear that.
I love, like, there's
with the taste of your lips,
the Outkast song, Miss Jackson.
Yep.
You know, it's like, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. There's a fucking cartoon or a comic that someone made. It has ruined the song for me. Now, for the past like 5 years, it's the only way I can hear it. Where it's, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am 4 eels, and it's 4 eels in a trench coat.
Eels.
Never meant to make your daughter cry. I am a bunch of fish and not a guy.
What's the one with? It's not. It's Iggy Azalea. I think she's saying like Black Widow Baby.
Yeah. Yeah, Black Widow baby.
It's like hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Okay, but those are the real lyrics for that song. Okay.
Who's the boss is my favorite show.
Okay, now you're getting out of hand with it. But Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza is the real thing. So yeah, the teacher, a substitute, decided to bring out the karaoke machine, busted out Toxic, sang another song before finally being relieved of his duty. This was at Austin's Independent School District, a high school in there. He was later got another job at another high school in the same district. So there's like, how about you just go home for the day? We'll hire you back, but you gotta stop this. I just think it's nice that he brought his own karaoke machine as a whole lesson plan. Or even better, he gets the call as he's driving somewhere else. It's like, hey, we need you to fill in today. He's like, I don't have my supplies, and he just looks over in the seat next to him. He's like, hold on, I've got a plan. And the school's like, okay, so does that mean you're gonna come fill in for English for the juniors? I've got a plan. You keep saying that. I just want to make sure part of that is the lesson plan, which is left for you by the teacher. We've got it. It's teaching, bitch.
It's teaching. Oops, I did it again. I lost my job.
No, I can't get paid. So,
oh baby.
Speaking of people who lost their job,
you
hear about this CNN Plus bullshit that they tried for less than a month?
Oh my god! Talk about the worst thing ever.
Oh, you know what? It somehow gets worse.
Ugh.
It somehow gets worse, Patrick, because hundreds of laid off staffers who had been working they've been working on the platform.
Right.
They were sent welcome baskets with encouraging notes attached, saying things like, "This is an incredible time to be part of CNN. Build relationships and take time to connect with your colleagues and learn so that you make the most of your time here." It included branded gear, pens, headphones, and a popcorn maker.
Great.
They sent welcome baskets to everyone they just fired, like a week after they got fired. It's like, hey, welcome aboard, idiots.
Remember when you had a job?
Remember when you had a job for less than a month?
Yeah, Chris Matthews, the guy from Fox News, left to do a thing on CNN Plus, and now he's like, I mean, I'm sure they'll find something for him on the channel because I think they have to contractually. Yeah. But
I mean, I'm personally, I was very worried what was going to happen to him.
Oh, I'm just saying.
I have no idea.
He was the only one with any sense over there.
They spent as much as $250 million on the launch. And then they just fucking shut it down not even a month later.
The best thing is like the morning show. Have you ever seen the morning show with Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, and Steve Carell?
No.
The second season of the morning show dealt with COVID, dealt with, and the like the build up is people are like, I don't think it's going to be a big thing, kind of whatever. And then they were able to do, like, when they were in the thick of it, they were able to use that as like, we're gonna do stuff from home. So they were able to do a lot of their stuff, anyway, and film for the show. Yeah. But the whole thing was that they had an internet thing going, and people were just like, this isn't gonna work. So like even they predicted this isn't gonna work, like way before, it's like everybody's just like, this isn't gonna work.
But it could work.
What?
The worst fucking lifestyle I've ever heard of. It's a couple named Angela and Richard Burke. They have officially retired and have left the land forever because they have found a way to spend their life just living on cruise ships. So 53-year-old Angela is an accountant. She figured that they could live their dream lifestyle thanks to a combination of savings and anticipated sale of their home. They've been saving for years. They're not really materialistic. They're just like experiences. So they each packed one suitcase and then just decided, all right, let's just they're rewards members. They're buying sales. They're taking longer
Right.
trips. There's like a 51-day cruise that they're on. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, that's so long. They figured it out. They did the math to do it where they get they get lodging, they get food, um hold on, accommodations, food, beverages, and all transport for an average of $43 a day. It's cheaper than a mortgage. I'll give them that much.
Yeah, I mean,
The bills that they have to pay is greatly reduced. So it's now.
Are they retired? They're not retired.
Yeah, they quit their jobs, so we don't have to work anymore. Using their savings and the sale of their home and so it's $43 a day.
I mean, a lot of people are doing different crap. I got a friend, my friend Abby. She basically she was told you're gonna work from home from now on, and then occasionally she needs to travel.
Yeah,
and so she sold her condo in Oak Park, and her and her sister, like they spent because she also works from home. Her and her sister went to Florida for a month. Then they went to New Orleans for a month. Then they were last I knew she was in Arizona, and then I think they're going to go to California, and then they're just going to keep circling, like trying different places.
Yeah. Are they looking
like
for a
Airbnb.
permanent place, or they just decided?
I don't think
to
so.
live
I
like
think
a
they saw this is
bit
an
of a
ideal
nomad?
time. This is an ideal time to stay here for a month, and they've got good jobs, and every now and again she's got to travel, and and so yeah, she's doing what up. They got to they got to do all that stuff. So that's, I mean, if people like to do it, they like to do it. It's like,
Well,
I don't think I would want to be on a
over
boat all the time.
Dude, over the last few years, there's been a boom of people living the van life. What used
Yeah.
to be looked down upon, like, oh, you live in your car. Now they'll have like the more frugal option is to get a old like 1980 something like
the van
bus
you
or
used to
wagon.
have.
No, not
Maybe a little
well.
bigger?
I mean, you could go with one of those, but people like retrofit them to have like a tiny apartment inside of those, and they're like, "Oh, I can live wherever I want now." Go around.
You got to
It's like,
really like the person if you're living with someone. That's all I'm
well,
saying.
yeah, it's like if you want to live by yourself, and my hats off to you if you can do that kind of shit, but I could not, because if I can't stand in the room that I'm in, that better be like a maze that I'm trying to go through, like a haunted house briefly. But if that's my living quarters, fuck that.
Right. You got to
I
be able
can't
to
live in a van down by the river.
Well,
No,
there's a meme out there that says if you're not careful, if you don't do well in school, you could live in a van down by the river. And it's like Chris, Farley shouting at Spade. And then there's another one where it's like, if you do well in school, you could live in a van down by the river. And these people are so happy outside their van.
So,
well, you weren't supposed to take candy and rides from strangers. Now we do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Get in.
You ask strangers to come pick you up and say,
right.
If you give me candy, I'll say you're better at your job.
Oh, you got cool. Thanks. Candy and a phone charger.
But yeah, they want to. This couple wants to live on cruise ships. Loyalty
We'll
memberships.
find out when you go on your Disney cruise. So.
I'm not going on a fucking Disney cruise.
I don't know. Jen really wants.
I will not go on a cruise. Yeah, they say that on the rare occasion that like the ship's timelines don't match up, they'll end up like crashing with like family or friends, and they've barely spent any time on the ground. Nope.
Put it up.
We did not get any new comments just now.
Put it up. Do it. Come on. That's not the one. You
so yeah, this is the couple
I'm
says
doing a GoFundMe. That's what you're gonna get for your birthday.
No.
That's what Jen's gonna get for her birthday.
Don't want it. Angeline's got she got 7 top tips for you. Number 1 tip, first and most importantly, make sure you enjoy being at sea. Cruising is not for everyone.
That's good.
Tip number 1. I'm already out of the running. Sorry. Bye.
Yeah, you're afraid of the ocean.
I have a healthy respect for the ocean. Yeah. It's all the things that live in it that I'm scared of.
Punk bitchery.
Hey, man, if
We
you
go all the
want,
way to California. He won't even put his feet in the ocean. I go, hey, put your feet in the ocean. We made it to the Pacific, and you're like, no.
that was different. That was because we didn't have any towels. I didn't want to have sand in my shoes for the next 8 hours.
Bah.
That's a very unpleasant experience.
Yeah, there was a shower thing that you could have like washed your feet
If
off
you
in.
don't have a towel, it's not going to be effective because you're just going to wash your feet off, take a step away from it, and boom, more sand is on you.
Whatever.
That's how they get you. That's how
That's
big
that's
outdoor
how,
shower gets you.
that's how big sand gets in.
Yeah. Ugh. Fuck that. I ain't bending the knee to big sand. You gotta be smoking crack if you think I am. Speaking of crack,
Oh,
a woman in Aurora, Colorado, ordered her groceries from Walmart, and they got delivered. And she got a little bonus in her shopping bag.
the side of crack.
No, she got a free crack pipe in the bag.
She's like, I wanted fiddle faddle.
You get a
Not
crack pipe
actual
next to the
crack.
pineapple juice.
All right.
So normally, she spends the time unpacking groceries with her 3-year-old daughter. Thankfully, she found the crack pipe first instead of her daughter.
Yeah.
So now that fun at-home activity that she used to do to bond with her daughter, she can't even do it because next thing you
Never know.
You try to order some plums from Walmart. Next thing you know, they're sending
Hypodermic,
you
hypodermic
heroin
full of
needles.
AIDS. AIDS hypodermic.
Yeah,
Well, hold on. Those plums smell like AIDS. Let me get them.
that's like the favorite story. People that still fall for the, check your children's Halloween candy. There might be edibles in there. No, the fuck they won't.
No, I'm
No.
not giving my edibles to your child.
Now, if you wanted to make a meme saying don't order your groceries from Walmart because you might get a crack pipe, we have concrete evidence of that happening.
Right.
So just be on the lookout. If you want pineapple juice and crack pipes, it's a buy one get one free special at Walmart in Aurora, Colorado.
Yeah.
They use a third-party delivery service, and Walmart was like, "We're not telling who it is.
Oh,
it's
really?
a secret."
If I was
Meanwhile,
Walmart,
behind the
I'd be
scenes,
like,
they're like,
it was these people.
He did it.
He did it.
It's probably because they want to keep using the delivery service because it's so cheap.
Right. We asked crackhead Johnny, who puts together the orders, who did it. He said it was them.
And he said it was his church neighbor.
Yeah, that's right. And I believe crackhead Johnny.
Speaking of church neighbors,
crackhead, it's a family name.
It's the crackheads, the Smiths. We founded this town.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like the title of the story, Patrick?
Yeah, I did.
Northeast Philly Catholic school was they wanted to sell little things for Mother's Day. They just it's a fun little time. They do.
Sounds like an alt rock, a female alt rock band.
You think about Pussy Riot?
A Christian female alt rock band. We're Jesus pussy flowers. And we don't take shit from anyone.
But we love the environment.
And we love Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck Satan. Patrick, are you familiar with flowers like these?
Those are roses?
Yeah, so these are like you can buy certain gas stations will sell like little plastic flowers.
Yeah. Or someone walks up to your table at a bar.
Yeah.
Like they used to do that at the clubs. They'd walk up and they'd be like, flower for the lady. And you're like, no, she doesn't want to carry that shit. She don't want to carry that shit.
Yeah, see, but these aren't real flowers.
Oh, no.
They're rolled up panties.
Awesome.
And that's what a Catholic school was selling for Mother's Day.
That's right. He said, go forth and be fruitful.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
How
do we get more Catholics? Give them panties.
St. Anselm School, when they have a falling out.
St. what?
St. Anselm High School.
I thought you said St. Getsum. I was like, all right.
St. Getsum. St. Getsum School.
St. Getsum of the Episcopal panties.
Serves about 250 students from pre-K through 8th grade. So I don't know why I kept saying high school. I know it's not a high school.
It is not.
They mistakenly sold fake roses that had red thongs folded inside the flowers. One family shared the discovery on social media. School officials explained that the roses were purchased under the impression that they were suitable for Mother's Day. School didn't realize that they were Valentine's Day gifts, obviously intended for adults and not ideal for elementary school,
Maybe your
let
mom's
alone a
banging.
Catholic school. What other kind of interesting gifts would a Catholic school buy, and it turns out to be a perverted one?
Oh goodness. Rosary ball gags.
I thought you were gonna say rosary anal beads.
Well,
That's a big necklace.
That was gonna be next. rosary anal beads, rosary ball gag.
Oh, this thing is heavy. Why? It's for big sins,
right? Edible wafers.
Oh yeah,
fucking high on Jesus, y'all. High on
dude,
Jesus.
Jesus is fucking me up right now. I think I took too many Claritin beforehand.
Jesus said, "Give me, take my body and eat of it and get fucked."
y'all want to go eat my body under the bleachers?
Right?
Come on.
Good God.
Oh, man. Panty flowers. It's not the only thing going around schools. I know you just talked about edibles, but so last episode we didn't get to this story where a child brought pre-made. Here we go. They brought it. This is in Livonia, Michigan.
That is where my good friend Jeff Green is from.
Oh, well,
our good friend from Los Angeles.
I know him.
Yeah,
he drove a car when you were too high.
That's right.
Because safety matters.
That's right. And it was a convertible, and it was rented.
Mm-hmm. A student brought
edible kicked my ass.
I prayed to Jesus so hard, and I got fucking lit. The Grand River Academy. This is where this was at. A kindergartner had accidentally consumed some ready-to-drink Jose Cuervo margaritas because a kindergartner brought a bottle of it and was just pouring some out for the homies and just passing around. So kindergartners were getting fucking day drunk on Jose Cuervo ready-to-drink margarita mix.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
there's no. Is it? Oh yeah, I guess there is a little bit of tequila in that, isn't there?
I guess in these ones.
Okay.
Yeah, they were each given what they thought was juice during snack time. Yeah, so during snack time they're like, I got some juice. I got some juice. I brought it from home.
You want some juice?
Yeah, motherfuckers want some juice. Shit, I got some juice.
Rolling down the street, smoking.
Jesus. So now in the same school, Patrick, I need you to understand.
They got problems.
This is the same school.
Got problems. Kids are shitting in litter boxes.
Two 11-year-olds were hospitalized after one of them brought edibles to school and didn't tell the other one what it was.
Here, eat this. Eat 5.
Oh, here's the thing. There's that comment you want me to put up. Oh, we go. I guess we're going to Livonia school because they got ready to drink margaritas and edibles.
Let's go.
And these kids are lightweight, so you know there's gonna be a lot left over. I tell you, these motherfuckers are popping some Claritin.
Oh, Matthew, you're Australian. You guys start drinking at like 5. It's like Foster's, Australian for minors.
Yeah, every time you get out of a dark cave when you're with your pickaxe, you can't wait to drink a Foster's. It's amazing that they can swing that axe. They're only 7 years old.
They're only 7 years old.
Oh man, do you remember? I think it was last year. Yeah, I think it was last season. We were talking about the story in El Paso, Texas, where a woman jumped into a monkey enclosure so she could feed the monkeys Cheetos.
Yes.
Yeah. So wouldn't you know it? There's still fallout happening from that.
Oh, there's fallout from my comment. Matthew's upset.
Yeah.
No, the other one.
I don't see another one. I don't know what you're talking about.
There it is.
It's only dirty because there's Foster's in it.
Aren't you glad you woke up early for this?
Good morning, Matthew. We're going to insult your heritage.
Right.
You know, Foster's, the only export of Australia.
The only one.
The only one.
That is Paul Hogan.
Foster's, Paul Hogan, and pictures of spiders the size of basketballs. That's what Australia does. Thanks for being a fan.
Right.
So Lucy Ray, it's now a year later. She's working at a new law firm, and she's claiming she did not do anything wrong. Patrick, all she did was jump into a monkey enclosure that she wasn't supposed to be in and feed some monkeys food that she's not supposed to feed them. What's the big deal?
What's the big deal, bitch?
Yeah, what's the big deal,
Just
bitch?
trying to feed a monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey's got to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Are you anti-monkeys eating?
Are you anti-Cheetos?
Are you anti-Cheeto? He's a cheetah.
Yeah.
You don't like animals?
Oh, so now you want to shut down the zoo and kill these monkeys?
Oh my God. He wants to shoot these monkeys in the head on national television.
Oh my God. You want to have sex with their dead bodies after you shoot them in the head on national television in front of children?
And they get married to them. You're sick.
You're sick.
You're sick.
What an interesting legal defense.
Right.
Probably better than Amber Heard's doing, but
probably.
So
did you see her do cocaine on the stand?
See, I want to say, like, I saw that video.
It's extensive. Like
it's there's a strong argument to say, like, did she just do a quick bump?
That goes way beyond checking for boogers. Like, she's like,
well, it's either going to be cocaine or something that she was trying to do to make herself cry.
I got asked actually by Gina on Monday what I thought about that, and my whole thing is I don't doubt that both of them are a mess.
Oh yeah,
you know, I don't doubt that both of them are a mess, but there's just something I don't trust about her. Like, there's so many recordings like of her being like, "Yeah, I hit you."
Yeah, I hit you, but I didn't punch you. It's like,
and she's just a
Johnny Depp just goes like. That's his entire.
And the whole thing is like, if you want to win, you got to be a little bit more charming than Johnny Depp, because Johnny Depp walks out of that courtroom like a fucking boss. He shakes everyone's hand. He's just like, yeah, he waves to the fans and gets in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And his attorney's hot.
What a terrible showcase for her acting.
She's been cut out of Aquaman 2.
Well, she's been significantly reduced. I don't think they fully cut her.
She's been cut. I saw it today.
I saw she was released from her contract.
Yeah, which means you're not in it.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's just like her swimming by. You know, where are you going? Off to court.
So Lucy Ray, she said, I was shocked that someone had recorded it and shocked that it went viral. It's like, yeah, you jumped into the monkey enclosure. The last time that happened, we lost Harambe.
Right. That
shit's gonna go viral. Her new boss, attorney Mark T. Davis, said there was a pending criminal lawsuit and that they do not want to talk about the incident, but she believes what happened was not a crime. She said, well, I don't think I did anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I did not hurt anyone. Yeah, but you still were trespassing. At the very least,
yeah,
you broke the rule where it said, do not come in here. And you're like, I'm going to go in there.
Not to mention animal endangerment.
Yeah.
And endangerment to you. You know?
Now, if she would have been attacked by the monkeys, do you think she'd be like, oh, these monkeys are out of control? I can't believe it. I just tried to feed them some Cheetos.
I want them shot, then fucked, and married.
On national television, in front of children.
National television, in front of children.
And at a church.
So how we got.
While a flag is burning on the ground.
Right. And we're going to all do edibles.
Mm-hmm. While holding hands, because kumbaya, motherfuckers.
Yeah. And made from Cheetos.
The spokesperson for this is the craziest part about this story. A spokesman for the zoo says she is currently not banned from entering the facility.
Oh.
So she can go and just stare the monkeys down.
Dude, you can do anything at the zoo, apparently. Fuck.
Yeah,
I used to miss old Brookfield Zoo. They had like $3 beers, and the beers were like this, like this big, and you could like just get turned at the zoo. And I was like, they gotta charge us more for these. This is gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You walk around with these huge ass beers.
We might be going to the zoo next week.
Fine.
And if they have giant beers, I am gonna lose my mind.
Right.
And my wallet. Ray says she's got no plans of apologizing to the zoo for what happened.
No.
When asked
I'm
if,
saying sorry for nothing. Monkeys need snacks.
when asked if she learned any lessons from the incident and the fallout,
No.
she said, I learned just keep the Cheetos to myself. I can't share. It's like
That's the lesson.
that's the wrong lesson.
That is the wrong lesson.
Her 10 years from now, her kids will be, Mom, I'm hungry. Can I have some? No, because the zoo said I can't share. Like, why do we have to follow zoo law in this house?
You're getting heckled from Jen downstairs. That's the best part. Oh, now you want to go to the zoo.
Bitch.
I always wanted to go.
Yeah.
Tropic World.
She's like, hey, we want to go to the zoo? I'm like, yeah, sure. Just, not today. Like, it's busy today.
Oh, then you were sarcastic about it, and you had all this background to it. I could see.
No.
Stop being so,
No, when the question is, ooh, do you want to go to the Ohio Zoo when we have a day off? I'm like, no, I don't want to go to the Ohio Zoo.
No, the one to go to is the St. Louis Zoo.
There's one in Ohio. There's the Cincinnati Zoo is also really good, and then I heard the St. Louis. So we got some really good zoos.
I'll never forget. We're sitting there and like all these meerkats were like up and they're all chirping at one another, and Steven's just standing there, like looking at them. And then I come up and they're all like, it's all like, and then all of a sudden Nick Miller walks up and he's like, hey guys, what you looking at? And then all of a sudden one goes like, looks over and is like, chirp, 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 chirp. And they all go, and then the largest group of children come by and they're like, where are they? I'm like, Nick, what did you do? I'm like, you've just robbed these kids the chance of looking at meerkats. He's like, I just walked up. They go, they hated your face. I go, maybe it's because you look like a naked meerkat.
Greg escaped.
That one doesn't have hair. Ah, the prophecy has been foretold.
Our pale God has arrived.
Everyone down. The chirping is upon us.
Oh my God. Just real quick, there's a 19-year-old Florida woman that was arrested this past week because she said getting arrested was on her bucket list. She was getting pulled over for a traffic infraction and she decided to speed away. And the cop's like, what are you doing? And she's like, I don't know, just kind of always wanted to get arrested. So, check.
Yeah.
You know who else needs to get arrested? The Wichita police were doing a manhunt, asking for the public's help, trying to identify a woman. I'm gonna show you the woman.
The one that wanted to get arrested.
I want you to tell me what this woman did that the police asked for the public's help in identifying her so they could catch her. What heinous crime did this woman commit?
Did she take a dump in the middle of the store?
Yes.
Ah.
She ruined.
Where are the bells?
No, there it is. Sorry. I'm out of practice.
That's okay.
It's been so long since you've been right about something.
I know. That's why I wanted to hear him.
So she entered Northeast Wichita beauty supply store and defecated in the middle of an aisle. The defecation was significant enough that 8 wigs were destroyed as a result. And the business would like to know who the perpetrator is so they can press criminal charges.
Oh, my God, no way.
I know, right? The good news is there's an update to the story, and they finally have identified the woman. They're seeking charges of criminal damage to property against damage to property. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I do.
I've never seen a story where someone pooped in a store and ruined 8 wigs. 7, sure, that happens all the time.
Spray scenario, like you gotta.
I don't know. Do you think maybe she used him to wipe?
Oh, maybe. Like, what were they doing out of the plastic?
Oh, I mean, I imagine she probably took them out of the plastic because if you look at them back here, they're just kind of like sitting in bags.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So she probably just opened them up, you know.
And then she went up to and she's like, "Yeah, I did it. I'm gonna check out now."
She's like, you guys don't really have anything that I want. It's,
Yeah,
place kind of smells.
I
like
left
shit.
you something though.
Yeah. I don't know what your return policy is, but I don't have a receipt for what I just left here.
Right. Sorry.
Oh, actually, no. I have a receipt from lunch. I do have a receipt for what I left here. Travel, am I right?
Oh my god. I got my passport. It's coming.
Oh, you got a passport coming.
5 to 7 weeks. $200 and something.
I should get a passport.
You should. The reason I got a passport is one, a friend of mine wants to go to like Mexico or something, but I also missed out on a job to go to Mexico for like a shoot for like this like resort. And they were like, "Oh, do you have a passport?" And I said, "No, I don't. I didn't know it was in Mexico." And they said, "Oh," and it was like $5,000, and I missed out.
Way to go, idiot!
I didn't have a passport. I didn't go anywhere. Shit.
Way to go, idiot!
You're gonna need one when you go on a Disney cruise, so you should get one.
Oh, well, then I'll just never get one. That's called self-defense. An American family found a souvenir and decided they wanted to bring it with them on their flight back from Israel. This is what they found. Now, mind you, they didn't try hiding it. They tried checking it at customs. They declared it. They're like, "Oh yeah, we found this."
Everything to declare? Boom, bitch.
Yeah, I have live ammunition that I found in
unexploded ordnance.
Yeah, so I could bring this on a plane, right? There's no issue with me bringing unexploded ordnance on a plane.
You know how many times they could have died along the way?
Dude.
Like, if there's like bumps, if there's jostling, is there shaking? Oh my god!
They declare the shell to airport security at luggage drop-off, and the airport staff announced an evacuation because you basically just rolled up to an airport and said, "Hi, I have a bomb."
In Israel. Like, Jesus, you never seen a movie in the 80s? Like, don't.
Yeah. Video circulating on social media shows people panicking, running behind pillars, cowering on the ground. One person got injured because he ran onto the luggage conveyor belt. Probably just fell over.
Sure.
The travelers were interrogated by the authorities, but then they were just allowed to go on the plane, not with the bomb. You know,
well, if I can't have it, then whatever.
They didn't have it in the gift shop. Okay, you know how expensive shipping is.
It's duty free, right?
Snakes, terrible.
Right?
Who holds on to them? Idiots.
Yep.
Who holds on to them for a living and
idiots.
Just fucking around with them?
Big idiots.
Eugene de Leon Sr. was bitten on the shoulder during a rattlesnake roundup event in Freer, Texas.
To the rattlesnake roundup. I am Eugene de Leon Sr.
Were you trying to do Eugene or were you trying to do Strong Bad?
No, Strong Bad would have been like, "Hello, I am Eugene de Leon Sr." But his was Eugene de Leon Sr.
Okay.
It's different.
Yeah.
Trevor, I pine for thee.
Organizers of the Kendall County Fair Association said De Leon died doing what he loved, being with the rattlesnakes. This motherfucker's job is to hang out with rattlesnakes and put on a show with them. Doesn't have the anti-venom on him.
That's because he is just sure about himself. Yeah, this is a man who died with no doubt, Bear. He knew that he had it down.
I'd rather die with just Gwen Stefani myself, but
have you seen the guy on TikTok that does stuff with crocodiles?
No.
Oh my god, this guy's got alligators and crocodiles, and he's got he's sitting there and he's feeding them, and they're just and then one of them will be he's puts a stick in front of him, and he's like, "No," and everything, the whole thing. He goes, it's a lot of people asked if for some reason I were to fall down and one of them were to come after me, would the others help out? He's like, when others like help me out? And the answer is no. What they are doing is they are waiting for me to screw up. He's like, these animals do not have love. They do not have compassion. If I were to fall, they would all just join in. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, the only animal TikTok that I see regularly is a woman that has like an ostrich that constantly wants to attack her. So she's walking around, she's filming, and all of a sudden she just turns around and goes, no, puts her hand up on the fucking ostrich's throat and goes, stop it. And the bird's just like, I'm gonna fucking peck your eyes out. Once I get to you, I swear to God, I'm gonna get you.
Your eyes.
I'm taking them and I'm gonna wear them around my neck. It's enough to make you want to blow up the world.
No doubt.
Okay.
Because that ostrich would die, and it needs to succeed and fulfill its destiny.
If I can find them, I'm going to send you one of them because they're just so good.
Yeah.
So California pretty much hit 100% powered by renewable energy for the first time.
Oh wow!
It was
communism.
I think it was communism, definitely, but it was also a lot of solar power.
Yeah.
An online supply tracker surged to 101%, but a power official said late Monday that they had double-checked the data, adjusted it slightly due to battery charging, reserves, and others. So it was at 99.87%.
Fucking liars. See? Give me oil.
Of all renewables.
Give me oil all day.
Nope. 2/3 of it.
2%. What are we going to do? What are we going to do if something happens? Dig a hole. Frack.
Just look at Texas. They're fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
When it's hot, they're fine. When it's cold, it's fine.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't worry about it.
2/3 of the state's needs was provided by solar power. The rest came from wind, geothermal, and other renewable sources. So it's like, just if California, the biggest fucking state, can be 100% clean energy, why can't all the states do it?
Because they are paid money, and our system is flawed.
Patrick, I know the answer.
Oh,
I was trying. This is the ray of light right now, Patrick.
But it's because they're paid money.
No, Patrick. This is the uplifting segment of the show where we just spent an hour.
We were changing it.
We just spent an hour shit talking the earth, and now we're trying to be like, come on, guys.
But there,
Patrick,
the system is flawed.
That is one big pile of shit.
That is not true. You missed that in that fucking in that store story.
Yeah, I know.
Poop trail.
Like I said, man, I'm out of practice.
Yeah, you are. All right, go ahead.
No, that's it.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, speed run. It is 5:08. You got to go.
Oh shit. All right. Where can they find us online?
That's Morse code for you. You can find us online. I didn't fix that one yet. Patrick, what's your Instagram?
At pnewson42.
Oh, cool. Mine's at Hungry as a Bear. You can find the video version of the podcast on Facebook and YouTube. Or search for Stupid Talking Stupid. You can find the audio version on all audio platforms, the podcast, and the sounds and the noises. You can find everything on superstalkingstupid.com.
Yeah, right. And everything else you can find.
If you are listening to this show currently, we have a show coming up next Friday, the bar show. Please come check it out. It's in Darien.
Matthew will see you there.
Matthew will see you there. If you're a local or if you feel like driving even slightly, you can come check it out.
Yeah, Matthew's got to come.
If
commute.
If this is like in June and you're listening to the audio version, or you could go back, like, you know what? I want to watch the episode from a couple weeks ago. Oh, you should have missed it. You should have been there. Best show ever.
Sold out.
Kanye West was there peddling his conflict free from the biscuits.
Patrick, Bear.
Yeah, because they came in the room like, who's the sex offender? And they're like, Patrick. No,
it's not true.
Well, it feels like it's true.
Anyway, so that's going to do it for this week. For She Was Talking Stupid, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear.
And we'll see you later.
Yep. That's what you get.
Should have got a Claritin bottle.
No. Bitch.